Hello, I'm making this video because, well, it's been the most extraordinary couple of weeks for me, also for Mrs. Soup and indeed for Archaeosoup as a company, I suppose. First of all, the reason why it's been extraordinary for me and Mrs. Soup is, well, we've been on holiday. I've had my birthday. Our wedding anniversary is in fact today, and on the 1st of October it's Mrs. Soup's birthday, so it's a very busy, sort of gift-filled, expensive time of year. But also as well, I've had lots of really exciting meetings to do with wonderfully exciting projects linked with Archaeosoup and local schools, essentially creating like a network of history and heritage resources and ideas and projects, and being invited essentially to be a major part of that. But I'll talk more about that when I can release more details. But then on top of that, and also a few other project developments which I'll come to in later videos. On top of that, we've been receiving the most wonderful things in the post. Now, you may recall the most recent gift that I received, that I was given, was the Indiana Jones statue, the gold statue from Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's just brilliant. And people sort of found out that it was my birthday, partly because actually I was very excited about my birthday cake, and shared a picture on Facebook of some of the ingredients, which looked like a massive can of chocolate, and just started to receive stuff in the post. Now, this stuff is wonderful, so I simply had to share it and had to say a very public thank you. So if you're not interested, feel free to turn this video off. It's not necessarily archaeology, but it is archaeological geekery, as it were. So first of all, the first thing which we received in the post, or which I received in the post, was actually, this was quite a while ago, actually, this was a couple of months ago. But it was a book, and that is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull novelisation. And the person who sent this dared me to get further in the book than they did. They got to page 33, and I have to say I haven't yet managed it. Mainly just because I'm so busy. But again, it was just an interesting thing to get in the post, and an interesting challenge. So thank you for that. The next thing that I received in the post was this little guy here. Now, he's actually been on the bookshelf behind me in the past few videos, but he's what's called a bad taste bear. And a bad taste bear is a teddy bear sort of porcelain model, as it were, ceramic model, which usually has a very dodgy theme to it, but in this case it's a mummy. It's a wrapped up teddy bear with red glowing eyes. It's that sort of B-movie side of archaeology, but it's a side which I absolutely adore. So again, thank you so much for that. Just brilliant things coming to Archaeosoup Towers. Now, following on from that, I received this in the post. Now, obviously I'm going to be doing close-ups of all of these, but this is a little Roman prefect, I'm calling him anyway. Just brilliant. Apparently, well, I gather it's from a limited edition run of figures, the mini figures that you can get in bags. And it's a little Roman prefect. I love the Roman sword that he's got. And also the helmet, the look on his face, everything about him screams, "I'm a prefect, don't mess with me." So, love it. Again, thank you so much for that. Now, the person who sent that, a guy called Rodri, sent me also this. This is completely limited edition. In fact, it's exclusive, and that is a Lego Jindiana Bones. Brilliant. Jindiana Bones is very excited about this, by the way. He's just not available today. Now, some things worthwhile noting in this is that in the glass he's got some gin and also some ice cubes in there. On his map it does in fact say gin this way, and he's got a scarf as well, a scarf with different colours on, just as Jindiana Bones does. Wonderful, unique item, for Jindy. Well, for me, I'm saying, but featuring Jindiana Bones. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant stuff. Thank you so much. Following that, a couple of days ago, I received this in the post, which is a comic strip history of the world. It's very minimalist in terms of its word content, but the images are brilliant, and on the cover itself is absolutely hilarious. But then also my favourite page in the book actually has to do with the Vikings, and it's again, it's the minimalist way that it tells the story. It's rather well, it's just hilarious. A brilliant history of the world told in comic book style. Absolutely love it. Little comic strip. I think it's an ex-library book, but I don't mind. I love library books, so thank you so much for that. Brilliant stuff. Again, you know, just so, for want of a better word, honoured to receive this stuff. Now, yesterday, I was running around like a headless chicken. I had a meeting to go to, and also I was preparing our anniversary meal, which we actually had last night because tonight we're busy. It went very well. Lovely meal, by the way. Blackfriars, Newcastle, recommend it. Anyway, I received these two in the post. Now, the first thing was, hang on, was this. The complete making of Indiana Jones, a definitive story behind all 4 films. As someone said on the Facebook page, do you mean 3 films? But nonetheless, all 4 films. It's a wonderful book, quite a heavy book. My gran always used to say heavy things are more expensive. But also it's just a book which is filled with wonderful images, artwork, interviews, insights into the making of the Indiana Jones films, and obviously being an archaeologist, I can scarcely pass up the opportunity to learn more about Indiana Jones. So again, thank you so much for this book. It's just wonderful. Thank you. Wonderful gift, a wonderful thing to receive in the post. And finally, I got this yesterday as well. Now, it's Tomb Raider. This is actually the first Lara Croft related thing that I've ever received. There she is in a scuba diving outfit, scuba gear, with removable guns. The guns come out of her holsters. Of course, archaeologists use guns all the time. And it's a little diorama. I'm not quite sure which Tomb Raider game it's from. But again, brilliant, absolutely superb. Mrs. Soup actually really doesn't mind it at all. A couple of people were saying, "Are you sure Mrs. Soup will be happy with this?" But no, absolutely fine. And again, just wonderful to be receiving this stuff. Now, I'm putting this video up to say a big thank you to everyone. I'm not encouraging you to keep on sending me stuff, if only because actually Archaeosoup Towers is getting rather filled with things. But if you do have something which you really don't want anymore, of course, I'd be happy to have it. But ultimately, just thank you so much for thinking about me, about us, and about the set, and just filling up this place with interesting archaeological knickknacks. So once again, a huge thank you, and I'm just overwhelmed with the generosity of you guys who watch these videos. Now we'll be returning to something like a more regular shooting schedule in the coming days, following on from, essentially, we took a 2-week holiday. We went away to Scotland for a week, and then the week after I was half working, half on holiday. And during that time, most of this lovely stuff arrived in the post. So it's been a magical couple of weeks, during actually a really good period for Archaeosoup, in a really good year for Archaeosoup. So thank you so much once again. My public thanks go out to you all, and also thank you everyone who watches and supports Archaeosoup in a myriad of ways. Thanks again.